With any part of the model now selected, I'll right click and choose Material Attributes. And then in the Material Attribute, I'll right click on the word Color, choose Break Connection, and then I'll go back out and apply the texture. Now I wanted this to appear a little bit more organic. I'm going to use my Move tool and my Soft Select. I'll start with the planet and I'll right click and I'll choose Vertex. I'll select a vertex and I'll double click on the Move tool on the side of the interface and I'll open up the Soft Select, and once I've put it on, depending on the number setting, I can manipulate one vertex and it will affect some that are surrounding it. I'll start out with maybe 2 and I'll just pull that out a bit, and I'll be using my smooth proxy when I render, so I'll hit 3 on the keyboard to preview it and see what it'll look like. I'm going to go around and I'm going to make this a little bit more organic. And then when I've completed it, we'll come back and we'll do the same to the rings that are around the planet. With the planet completed, I'm ready to start the animation. I'll begin by changing the frame range at the bottom of the timeline to 300 frames, and I'll put the playback head at frame number 1. One thing to note when you're animating in Maya using the timeline, you want to make sure that in the lower right-hand corner, the little button to the left of the orange man should have a background of red. I'll select the planet, and in the channel box, I'll right-click on the word Rotate Y and choose Key Selected. There'll now be a red bar next to the Y and Rotate Y and a corresponding red vertical line at frame 1. I'd like this planet to revolve one cycle over the 300 frame duration. I'll go to the end of my timeline, and then I'll change the 0 to 360 in the channel box. I'll click on the play button to preview what we have. I'll stop and rewind. Now we'll rotate the inner ring. I'll select it, click on Freeze Transforms, put my playback head at the beginning of the timeline, right click on the word Rotate Y, and choose Key Selected. I'll put the playback head at frame 300, and then for Rotate Y, I'll put -720. And if I play my animation, the planet is going in one direction and the inner ring is going in the other. Now we're going to rotate the outer ring. I'll return to frame number 1. With the outer ring selected, I'll freeze the transforms and delete the history. I'll right click on Rotate Y and choose Key Selected. Going to frame 300, I'll change this number to 720. And if I were to play it, the planet and the outer ring going in one direction and the inner ring going in the other.